Welcome back. Latvia has become the 18th country to join the European single currency. What's more, others are queuing up, despite the sense of Euroscepticism elsewhere in the bloc, such as here in the UK. One of 5 countries to join the EU is the Republic of Macedonia, a small nation with many borders surrounded by Bulgaria, Greece, Kosovo, Serbia and Albania. Since gaining independence after the breakup of Yugoslavia, it's enjoyed economic growth, but still suffers from high unemployment. And a long-running dispute with Greece about the name Macedonia has left plans to join the EU and NATO in stalemate. However, Macedonians already benefit from short-term visa-free travel within the Schengen zone. Its capital, Skopje, is a centre for manufacturing, with a major plan to give the city a facelift nearing completion.
To start from this, country has a stable political and macroeconomic situation. The state debt is 34% of GDP, the currency is stable, inflation is low to 3%. Politics are stable, and generally from this point of view, the investors can feel secure. Second, the country has free trade agreements with all European countries, including Turkey, including Ukraine, EFTA countries like Switzerland, Norway, EU countries, Central European Union and so on. This means that everybody who is producing something in Macedonia can export this to any of the European countries without to pay custom duties.
So what's your typical tax rate?
We have implemented flat rate taxes. Personal income tax is 10%. Profit tax is 10%, but just for the companies which are distributing the profit to dividends. The companies which are not distributing the profit to dividends, they are not paying profit tax at all. It's 0% for them, unlimited numbers of years and unlimited amount. And the other taxes are also very low. So as a package, we are offering the best tax package to the companies that are coming.
Why then are you pushing to become part of the EU? Because once you're in the EU, a bit like Ireland gets criticised for having too low taxes and competing on tax, aren't you going to be forced, in a way, to push your taxes up and lose your advantage?
We believe that with membership in EU of all countries in the region, there will be long-term stability for the region, and that's good that all countries in the region are planning or are already members of EU, because in the history, 100 years ago and more, the region was with many conflicts. Now it's stabilized, but to be sure, the companies that are coming, to be fully sure that everything will be stable, that's good for all of us to join the EU.
Do you not think your taxes will have to go up, though, once you're in the EU?
We'll see. We'll see. We will try to not go up. But we'll see. When the time will come, we'll see how the situation will be. Anyway, now, not just that we have the best tax package, then we have so-called technological, industrial and development zones, or maybe we can say free economic zones, where there are extra privileges for the companies which are coming.
The big challenge for your EU membership is a very simple thing. It's just the name of your country. But you see it as your identity. But Greece will never approve of your membership, will it, if you keep the name, keep ownership of the name?
In the last years, we tried to find some compromises for this issue with Greece. Unfortunately, in the last 1 year, 1.5, I would say, the Greek government is not ready for direct talks about this issue. They are avoiding direct talks. They are rejecting, actually, direct talks, and they are trying this to be just through the channels of United Nations, which is not bad, but it's not giving fast results. I tried personally to call the Prime Minister of Greece to have direct talks about this issue and to try on a faster way to solve this issue and overcome our problem that we have. But he rejected several times the meetings. I think that the only way how we can solve this issue is just through the dialogue. All such problems, all such issues in the history were solved through the dialogue. Avoiding of the dialogue is not going in. It's not going to give us positive results. What
is the compromise, though? I mean, would you ever consider taking Macedonia out of the name?
There are many parts of this problem, and it's difficult to say what, in such a short time, what is the solution. But if there is a dialogue, I believe we can find solution. But out of this, I would like to mention one thing, that Macedonia, several years ago, went to the International Court in Hague. And after 3 years, the court in Hague found that Macedonia has a right and that Greece is guilty. So the international law is on our side. And I believe if Greece decides to respect the international law, we can start the negotiations for EU and we can join NATO immediately.
Are you frustrated with other members of the EU that they're not backing you?
We are triple frustrated. One, we are seeing that now in this period, Greece is not ready to make compromise for this issue. So we cannot solve the issue. The second frustration is that they are not ready to give us a chance to start negotiations for full membership. And the third thing is that sometimes Greece is very successful in creating an atmosphere that we are guilty and they are not, that we are too much tough and we doesn't like to reach agreement, which is actually opposite.
The Prime Minister of Macedonia there, setting out his stall for new investment. That's it for this edition of Marketplace Europe, but don't forget you can make your own comments on our Facebook page or tweet me at MaxFosterCNN. Thank you for watching.